Hey everyone, this is Zero Prime and welcome to another edition of Zero Review, a series in which I look back on the games I played and give you my thoughts and opinions on said gameplay. And on today's episode I'll be talking about another game and a sequel that's become well known, especially for the PlayStation 2 games and even onward now, and that is God of War 2. Now, basically, for my last review of the first God of War game, I definitely enjoyed the God of War game and the series because I enjoyed the Greek mythologies and the mythologies of our culture, but Greek mythology has always been my number one favorite because that's the kind of stuff I liked listening to as a kid growing up. And basically, as I said before, that God of War is kind of like a modern day Greek mythology in the making, that you can essentially, have all the story of the God of War series with Kratos and everything, put them away, bury underground for like 1,000 years, and people would dig it up and they would see it, read about it, and they would actually think of it like an actual mythology of the ancient time, because that's how convincing the God of War series is. That it's basically a retelling. It's kind of, it is a retelling of the classic Greek mythology tales, but it does it so well that, you can really get hooked onto it. And basically, God of War 2, in the sense it takes place after God of War 1 in terms of, the game's releases. Although in the chronological order, it takes place after the Ghost of Sparta. So, yeah. Although it does get a bit confusing of it, but in the releases, it takes place after 1, obviously, but chronological story element-wise, it takes place after Ghost of Sparta, in which Kratos is the new God of War and still haunted by the nightmares of what he's done to his family and everything. Essentially takes this rage and commands his Spartan army to conquer the Greek world and everything, until eventually gets to the point where Zeus interferes, tricks Kratos to giving up his god powers and tries to kill him. But as we all know of Kratos, that even though you think you killed him, he still comes back to have his revenge. And so with the aid of Gaia and the other Titans, he travels to the Island of Fate to basically change his fate to take down the Zeus, the king of the gods, and also by battling the monsters and other mythical heroes on the Island of Fate, until eventually you have to fight the 3 Sisters of Fate. And basically these guys are, in terms of the mythology and the hierarchy, they are the ones that even above the Greek gods, because given how some arrogant and some, obnoxious the Greek gods are, they know that whatever the Sisters of Fate say, they have to follow what they say. There's no thinking like, oh, they can do whatever they want. If the Sisters of Fate say like, no, that's not gonna happen, they say, okay, it's not gonna happen. And given the fact that Kratos manages to essentially kill the Sisters of Fate, should tell the other gods like, yeah, we kinda done goof on this one, guys. Let's not make him any more angry, but unfortunately, it does not work out that way. And of course, at the end of it, it does lead up to where God of War 3 will take place eventually. And like I said, the gameplay is still the same as God of War 1. Basically, it's like, hack and slash. You fight the enemies, you get red orbs, you spend the orbs on upgrading on weapons, spells. You fight bosses on mythical proportions, you gain some weapons or some spells from them. You travel around, solve puzzles. It's essentially the same thing as God of War 1, but it does add a bit more on the story element to expand more on what's going on and why things the way they are in that Greek world. So, but like I said, it's still a pretty fun game, and I definitely do enjoy it and definitely would recommend this game and any of the other God of Title games that we'll be talking about. So in any case, that's all the time I have for this episode, guys. So as usual, thank you for watching, and make sure you leave a comment below, subscribe for more video update, share this on your Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and all other social medias. And don't forget to hit the like button to help out the channel, and turn on the notification bells to stay up to date on my channel. And if you guys want to help me out in some shape or form, I do have a Patreon account down below. And as usual, guys, thank you for watching, and have a pleasant day. Bye bye.